Hello, I'm Sherry Salisbury, and I'm with the UTSA Libraries. I'm very excited to partner with the Graduate School at UTSA for this orientation breakout session. I have been with UTSA since 2003 and am one of several subject librarians in the library's Research and Education Services Department. I also coordinate the library's overall support for our graduate students at UTSA with the Graduate School. This presentation will provide you with information about how we can help you with your research, as well as information on library resources and services. I'll share a little bit about the library's website and where to find the resources that you need most as a graduate student. I'll also explain how we can help you get organized and manage your research. Some other items I will discuss include our locations, hours, and borrowing policies, how to request materials from other libraries, graduate study spaces available to you in the library, and workshops we offer in collaboration with the Graduate School on topics of particular interest to graduate students. UTSA Libraries has several locations. There is the John Peace Library at the main campus, which is our main research library. We also have the Applied Engineering and Technology Library, which is a bookless library on the main campus in the AET building, focusing on electronic library resources for the various disciplines in engineering. At UTSA's downtown campus, the library is located in the Buena Vista building and contains a collection of materials that specifically support the programs that are offered downtown. We also have special collections of unique materials like rare books and manuscripts about San Antonio and the South Texas, Mexico region, as well as the university archives. These can be found in two locations, the John Peace Library at the main campus and also at the Institute of Texan Cultures at the Hemisphere Park campus. The Institute of Texan Cultures, a museum of the peoples and cultures that make up the state of Texas, is also part of UTSA Libraries. Typically, during normal operations, the John Peace Library is our location with the longest hours, up to 24 hours a day. The hours for our other locations vary, and all hours may be subject to change, but they can always be found on the UTSA Library's website. So please check there for the most current hours, as well as holiday and temporary closure information. Likewise, if there is any change to the availability of any of our online resources or various physical spaces and services, this news will be posted on the library's website. If in doubt, just contact us via our online chat service, and we will be pleased to answer any questions. When it comes to borrowing materials, your UTSA ID card is your library card. The borrowing period for all UTSA borrowers is 4 months for books. Other types of items may have different borrowing periods, and this information can be found on the library's website. The borrowing limit for graduate students is 150 items. For doctoral students, there is no limit. Items may be renewed online, by phone, or in person at the UTSA libraries. To access our online resources, use your ABC 123 and passphrase from anywhere. You will have access to our online resources as long as you are registered for classes. Even between semesters, as long as you are registered for the next semester, you will have access. There are several ways you can get research help at UTSA libraries. If you are using library resources online and you just have a quick question, you can reach a librarian in real time using our online chat service. When chat is offline, you can still leave a question and we will get back to you. Research assistance is also available by phone, email, and in person. Another way you can receive research assistance is through library workshops. On the library's homepage, look for the Events and Workshops section, which will show you all of the events and workshops currently on the schedule. UTSA Libraries works with the graduate school to offer several workshops each semester, geared especially for graduate students. Some of the topics have included using Citation Managers to organize your research, managing your scholarly identity online, copyright and fair use, research data management, and how to beware of predatory publishing. In addition to finding these on the library's website, you will also receive emails from the graduate school announcing all upcoming workshops, including those from the library. One of the most important ways you can get research assistance as a graduate student is through your librarian. Did you know you have your own librarian? You do, and we want to meet with you. You can find out who your librarian is by going to the Find Your Librarian link on the library website. You may remember me mentioning at the beginning that I'm one of the subject librarians at UTSA. UTSA Libraries has subject librarians for all of the disciplines taught at UTSA. Each librarian has several subject areas and has expert knowledge about the best scholarly resources in those areas. How can a librarian help you? Well, you can meet with your librarian one-on-one to get resource recommendations, expert search tips, suggestions on how to organize your research, and more. If you are planning on working on a thesis or dissertation, you definitely want to meet with your librarian to discuss your research and make sure you are covering all your bases. You can contact your librarian by email or phone. We can even meet with you virtually by video chat. Remember, you can get your librarian's contact information and even set up an appointment by visiting the Find Your Librarian page on the library's website. What are some of the resources your subject librarian might suggest to you? We might suggest you begin your research using Library Quick Search, the big search box on the library's homepage. Library Quick Search looks across the catalog of our growing collection of close to 3 million books and ebooks, as well as all of our databases in a single search. It's a great way to begin your research. Another resource we would recommend is Google Scholar. Have you ever used Google Scholar? If you have, you know it's different from regular Google in that it only finds scholarly resources. If you access Google Scholar from the UTSA Library's website, it will enable you to access articles found by Google Scholar that are in our online databases. If you plan to use Google Scholar off campus and want to access full-text articles, you'll need to link UTSA Libraries to Google Scholar on your own computer. This can be done with a one-time setup following the instructions on the library's website. Using a search engine like Library Quick Search or Google Scholar is a good place to start when you are just beginning your research. But as a graduate student, your librarian will likely recommend you use some of our subject-specific databases for your discipline. The information found in these databases is very valuable and is therefore not freely available on the internet. UTSA Libraries subscribes to more than 500 databases, and you will find them on the library's website organized alphabetically and by subject. Many of these databases contain articles from scholarly journals that are the standards in their disciplines. We even have databases for dissertations, data sets, and statistics, government information, and more. Your librarian can recommend the best databases for your research project. In order to help students get started on their research, the subject librarians at UTSA have also created research guides containing recommended starting points for your research. When beginning your research, check to see if there is a research guide on your topic. Go to the research guide subjects, click on the most suitable subject, and then check to see if the topic you need is there. Each research guide will have several subsections with suggested resources for many different aspects of a topic. What if we don't have something you need? You can use our Get It For Me service to request it, and we will get it for you from another library. This applies to books, journal articles, and more. Get It For Me can also be used to request that a book be pulled from the stacks and held for you to pick up at the front desk. In addition to Get It For Me, you can also obtain a TextShare card, which you can use at other participating libraries to borrow books. Other universities and colleges, as well as the San Antonio Public Library, participate in the TextShare program. Just stop by the front desk at the library to request a TextShare card. Would you like to recommend we buy a book for the UTSA libraries because you feel it's relevant, not only for your research, but for others? Your librarian can help you with that and is happy to hear your recommendations. There is also a section on the UTSA Libraries website just for graduate students. Navigate to the links for services for students and make your way to the section especially for graduate students. On that page, you will find a wide variety of information about resources and services for graduate students, not only from the library, but also from our partners, including the Graduate School, the Writing Center, and the Career Center. I mentioned earlier that we can also help you get organized and manage your research. How can we do that? Well, have you ever used a citation manager? A citation manager is a database that you create that allows you to store, organize, and share your research and citations. Citation managers are specifically for students, scholars, and writers to be able to streamline the research and writing process and save time. With a citation manager, you can store, search, and organize your citations in one convenient place that is synced to the cloud. It also allows you to save links, PDFs of articles, and other file types, as well as make notes. It automatically inserts citations in the style you specify while you write your paper. It also enables you to create a bibliography or list of references with a click. There are a number of citation managers available. EndNote, Mendeley, Zotero, and BibTeX are the ones supported by UTSA libraries. UTSA Libraries provides help with learning how to use a citation manager. You'll find our online tutorials on the Research Guides page on the library's website, or try one of our citation management workshops offered through the Graduate School. We also offer one-on-one appointments with librarians if you need additional help using a citation manager. Finally, are you looking for a place to study? UTSA Libraries has individual and group study rooms that can be reserved, available at both the John Peace and downtown libraries. We also have other study rooms just for graduate students that require no reservation. At UTSA Libraries, we're here to help. Take advantage of our growing collection of close to 3 million books and ebooks and more than 500 databases of scholarly resources. Use our Get It For Me service to get items from other libraries. Get tips from our research guides. Attend a workshop. Use our online chat service. And be sure to get to know your subject librarian. On behalf of the UTSA Libraries, welcome to UTSA.